High above the layered green, where trunks become columns and light filters like stained glass, a great nest rests in the crown of an emergent ceiba. In the hush of dawn, the shape there is large and still, a patient silhouette against the sky. In that moment, we see nature's quiet wisdom, and we begin. Today, let me take you slowly into the life of the harpy eagle, the canopy's silent guardian.
This is the harpy eagle, Harpia harpygia. It lives in the great lowland tropical forests from southern Mexico through much of South America, though not everywhere in between. Picture a multi-story forest, understory, mid-story, canopy, and finally those emergent giants that push their crowns into the light. The harpy's world is that upper house of leaves, where space is vertical and movement is measured.
Nests are chosen with patience. Harpy eagles build large platforms in the highest branches, sometimes returning to the same tree for years. A single egg, then careful incubation shared between pair and partner over many weeks, and the slow rhythm of feeding and guarding begins. Imagine two parents moving like quiet sentinels through branches, checking the nest, offering food in turn. A long, deliberate devotion that feels almost human in its steadiness.
Chicks grow slowly and dependently. They spend months in the nest, feathers unfurling, strength returning little by little. Their lives are shaped by the subtle pulses of the forest, food availability, weather patterns, and the presence or absence of large trees. Threats exist, yes, logging that removes the very giants they need, disturbance from people who do not know better. But the story we tell here is one of resilience, of a long childhood held aloft by patient adults.
Adult harpy eagles spend much of their time perched, watching. Their wings and legs are built for power and surprising nimbleness, broad enough to lift heavy prey, compact enough to maneuver through trunks and branches. They use stealth and careful observation more than speed. Their diet reflects the canopy, monkeys, sloths, and other mammals that live above the ground, all part of a tightly woven food web. Think of them as the forest's examiners, checking that the pages of the canopy are intact. When the harpy hunts, it is an exercise in timing and reach rather than spectacle. It waits, head tilted, reading movement and shadow. Then, when the moment is right, it moves with purpose, a short, forceful flight between branches, talons ready. I will keep this description gentle and non-graphic. The important detail is the strategy, the way an apex canopy predator shapes behavior below it and helps maintain balance above. That balance matters to the whole forest. Pairs bond across years. Harpy eagles often show strong nest fidelity. The same pair may return to a favored tree, repairing and enlarging the platform season after season. Their courtship is not showy in the way songbirds can be, but it is steady. Mutual visits, joint nesting work, and an unspoken agreement to guard a small corner of the canopy. There's a quiet tenderness in that continuity. It feels like watching an old household care for its roof against storms.
As a species, the harpy is also an indicator. If large trees fall or corridors between forest patches are severed, the eagles feel it first. They need tall, connected canopies and quiet spaces in which to hunt and raise young. Where forests are intact, their presence speaks to a healthy, functioning ecosystem. Where they are absent, the silence can tell us something important, a missing link in the story of a place.
A quiet ethics reminder before we go further. Do not search for or share precise nest locations. Never use playback calls, baiting, or other tricks to draw birds near. Observations are best made at a respectful distance with binoculars, or by supporting trusted local monitoring groups who follow strict protocols. If you hear a harpy eagle near you, consider that a privilege, not an opportunity to get closer. Now, for a moment of listening. Imagine dawn in the canopy, a gentle wash of distant wing beats, the soft rustle of high leaves, a single territorial call, folding and then fading. Let the soundscape hold you
for 60 seconds. Reflect on what it means to share space with a creature that shapes its world so quietly. I will be silent now to let that imagining settle. As we close, remember that stewarding harpy eagles is a place-based, patient work, protecting large trees, supporting community guardians, and funding local conservation efforts have far more impact than attention-seeking gestures. If you feel moved, check the show notes for vetted local organizations and recommended ways to help. Avoid sharing nest coordinates or attempting direct intervention without local guidance. The best kindness we can offer is quiet, informed support. Thank you for rising into the crowns with me today. The harpy eagle's life is long, exacting, and woven through the tallest trees. If this episode brought you a moment of calm or a new sense of care for forest giants, please subscribe to Avian Tranquility to join our gentle journeys into the lives of birds. Share this episode with someone who loves the rainforest, and if you can, take one small action listed in the notes below. Until next time, listen closely. The Canopy has more stories waiting.